Hey folks, this is Matt once again. I know a lot of people, well, a few people were wondering whether I was going to see this film. I'm like, nah, I'm not sure. Nah, probably not, probably not. But I'm like, you know what, fuck it. So I saw the film, and right off the bat, I respect people's opinion, but I don't understand why anyone would like this film. I don't mean that in a rude way. I don't mean that in a mean way. If you like the film, be my guest. And no, I'm not one of those people who's like, you know what? I'm just going to be against the grain to be popular. Just let me tell you something. That does not logically make sense. Being against the crowd does not make you popular. It makes you unpopular. People get offended by what you say on a review of a film. To be popular, you would be with the grain. So I would say Mr. Sir Ridley Scott, he made a masterpiece. He was amazing, wonderful, terrific. No, this film is one of the dumbest, most boring, fucking stupid B-movie creature feature films I've ever seen in my fucking life. I am offended as an Alien fan. This film is as bad as AVP. And by the way, AVP and AVPR, I'm not big fans of them. AVPR is better than this fucking movie. AVPR I can watch as a B movie. It has bad acting, but it has something. Gore and shit going okay. It's pretentious and its fucking big ideas that this film has is bullshit. Picking my nose, yes. Deal with it. I hated this fucking movie with a passion. It is one of the worst fucking movies I've seen this year. It's good looking. It is a good looking film. But you know what? It has a $120–130 million budget. It better look fucking good. If it looked like shit, then Sir Ridley Scott would be a fucking hack. And in my opinion, he is a fucking hack right now. Oh, will you say? I'm sorry. I'm not a fan of Body of Lies. I'm not a fan of American Gangster. I don't give a fuck about Kingdom of Heaven. I don't. No, I'm sorry. Alien, the first one is his best film. I enjoy Blade Runner, Black Rain, even Black Hawk Down. But you know what? This film is the fucking last straw on Sir Ridley Scott. You get the Sir taken away from him. I've seen so many B movies, Roger Corman films, that are much more entertaining, that are smarter, that are definitely less pretentious, and feature less idiotic fucking characters, story elements, and characterizations. I shit you not. And what this does is, here's the thing why I hate about prequels. Except for a few, like Missing Action 2, which wasn't meant to be a prequel, but it became that way. Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom is technically a prequel because it takes place a year or two before Raiders of the Lost Ark. But they destroy the mystery in the first film. Alien, which is a classic. Aliens is a classic. Alien 3 and 4, they're the ones who fucked up the franchise. AVP, people say that what did it. They were fucked up well before then. Alien 3 and 4 fucked it up. Let's be honest. Alien 3 is the kill. It's the killer of this franchise. But this film is, I don't even know where to start. I mean, I know Ridley Scott. Oh, this is a big return to, and a lot of people love this film. I know Michael and Mario. A lot of people like this film. I'm sorry. I wholeheartedly disagree. It's not just, you know what? I'm just gonna hate it just because. I actually have reasons. So for those out there who's like, oh, shut the fuck up, you don't know what you're talking about. Maybe if you actually listen to my opinion, you'll understand where I'm coming from. The first fucking shot of the movie is a James Arness looking motherfucker. If you don't know who James Arness is, watch the 50s, The Thing from Another World. Take that and a fucking reject from I Am Legend, put them together, that's what you first fucking see, called the Engineer. Which, this way, that's the space jockey! Which I'd say, why do we need to know the story? Now, does it take place right before the first film? No. No. But it's still a prequel. So all this bullshit of Ridley Scott saying on camera, no, it is not a prequel. It is not a prequel. You are full of shit. You see a type of xenomorph in the last shot of the fucking movie. Do not pull this bullshit that it's not a prequel. Give me a fucking break. See, spare that bullshit. Just say, yeah, it is. It takes place, but it doesn't take place right before the first film. It takes place many, 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 many moons, many days, many years, many centuries, whatever the fuck you want to pull before the first film. That's all you had to do. But it was back and forth. No, it's not. Yes, it is. No, it's not. Yes, it is. No, it's not. Yes, it is a prequel. For fuck's sake. Prequel takes place before the first movie. Does it take place before the first movie? Yes. The definition of prequel is not just it takes place 5-10 minutes before the first film or 1 or 2 years before the first film. Does it take place before? Pre. Like previously. Before. So you got this James Arness looking motherfucker meet with a fucking uh reject from I Am Legend who is sitting around, there's a fucking UFO, and oh yeah, here's all these grandiose shots of the canyons and the fucking water and the waterfall and the things like I swear he's drinking something and something happens, he like cuts himself, he puts into the fucking water, there's DNA, that's where you get the title. And I'm like, what the fuck is happening? Is this really how, what? Is this how we came to be? Is this how we came to be as humans? Like a mistake? Like, I got that figured out in 5 minutes. Well, 5 minutes, that's way long. 5 seconds, for fuck's sake. Probably 5 minutes because I'm like, it can't be that easy, really. Oh, it's not. Whatever. Pretentious bullshit. And I guarantee people would be like, well, you just want Rock'em Sock'em action. You know what? I enjoy 2001 A Space Odyssey, as well as 2010. I enjoy Star Trek, the motion picture. So it's not like, I love the first Alien, so it's not like a slow-moving film or thought-provoking. You want to see a thought-provoking film? Check out this movie. This is a really great sci-fi film that makes you think, that makes you wonder about certain things. It didn't cost 120 million fucking dollars. It didn't get the big wide release and box office that this film's gonna fucking get. So this James Arness, and he has his fucking underpants on. Might as well be fucking Hanes on him. Did I Hanes on you? Might as well put some product placement in here. Might as well. So you're like, what the fuck? You have some CGI, and then you have them ripping off fucking AVP. Yeah, a bunch of fucking archaeologists. Does this sound familiar? Archaeologists looking on the star maps. Looking on. Yeah, I know. Shirt's ripped. I got so pissed off. I'm like, fuck. I turned to the fucking hall. I ran around the house for about 5 minutes. There's no basement here, so I couldn't live under there. And that fucking pissed me off. So, have you seen a movie where they're talking about star maps and they're going to go over there and maybe something happened in the past dealing with these creatures like EVP with the Predator and the fucking Egyptians and shit that I did not give a fuck, exposition that I did not give a fuck. I don't care where all this stuff happened, and that's what killed me in the alien documentaries. Oh, we want to see one more film with Ridley Scott. You know, going back, what are those space jockeys? Why do we need to know? Who gives a fuck? How about a little bit of mystery? You ever heard of that? You don't have to explain every finite. You can't say a word. Every finite detail, every molecule, every millisecond of time, millimeter of oh, it's like this, and it happened like that, and you're studying every 360, 180, over the top backflip. Holy shit, this is the revelation. And it's not a revelation. It's like, oh, okay, whatever. That's a bit fucking whatever. But I get to that, you know. So they're studying these maps where these ancient civilizations had this similar thing where, you know, there's this place way off that could be how we all got created. That we were created by these aliens. I'm like, so it's Mission to Mars. You ever seen Mission to Mars, Sir Ridley Scott? Literally, so you took Mission to Mars, but you gave it to H.R. Giger and made it a horror film. That's what this movie is. It's Mission to Mars. There's even a fucking scene with a sandstorm. Like Mission to Mars. It's Mission to Mars with a fucking H.R. Giger do-over. Instead of more of a drama, sci-fi, it's fucking horror. A horror film that is not fucking scary. And yes, if you're making an R-rated film with creatures like big motherfucking engineers and gigantic fucking face huggers, yeah, you get that in the scene. And people getting viruses. If you can't make that scary, then walk off the fucking pier, take a vacation, quit, retire. Because you can't do it anymore then. And this is another thing I hate with prequels. It started with the George Lucas bullshit. Why is it that all these times in prequels, you get a fucking prequel that's more high-tech than the fucking original, which takes place later on in the future? I love how the prequels is always so much more high-tech. They have shit that's never in any other... Like, for instance, there's a fucking hologram. Have you ever seen a hologram in any of the fucking Alien films? There's even the scene someone mentions fucking credits. Like, is this the fucking Star Wars universe? Credits? Like, seriously. Like, okay, that's a nitpick, whatever. So yeah, Charlize Theron, she's the bitch with the company. Your lead is Noomi Rapace. R-A-P-A-C-E. The reason I spelled it is I'm just going to call her Rape Ass. Yes, Noomi Rapace from the original Girl with the Dragon Tattoo trilogy. I don't give a fuck. This girl sucked as an actress. She sucked even worse as a character. She's as bad as the bitch from the first AVP, or any of the characters AVP are, but she's worse than the character in AVP. I've said as bad, the more I think about it, she's even worse than the chick in AVP. This girl does nothing. She is a complete fucking moron. She's a complete fucking idiot. She's completely fucking useless, and she does not fucking get it through her thick skull. There's a scene later on, I'm jumping the gun, where she gets impregnated. And cuts her open, staples her fucking stomach shut, and yes, she's able to run. Oh, ow, run. And then they ask her, hey, you want to go back to the ship to find the answer? She's like, yes. I'm like, what the fuck? But I get to that. I mean, this... Hello? Is anyone home? Hello? But anyway, so you got her stupid scientist bitch, her boyfriend, a few other men and folks, Charlize Theron is company bitch. You get this android called David, played by Michael Fassbender. And you got Guy Pearce in shitty-ass old man makeup. As good as Jean-Claude Van Damme in The Quest, not Johnny Knoxville from Jackass. Actually, I stole those two from a guy named Spoonie1. He reviewed this film because I watched this and I fucking watched his review. And I'm like, this is shitty. And he mentioned those. I'm like, you know what? That's right. That's fucking right. That is fucking right. You can at least give credit when credit's due. He did a really great review on shitting this movie because it deserves it. And like, you know those commercials or clips where you had Guy Pearce in a yawn face, right? That's never in the movie. He's in two fucking scenes. One where he's a hologram talking to them. When you get this message, I am dead, and shit like that. And then later on, you find out, no, he's not really dead. He actually snuck on the ship because he's about ready to die, and he thinks that if he talks to one of these fucking aliens, that they're just lo and behold, yeah, okay, we'll save your life. Like, only a fucking complete moron would think that. But it makes sense in this fucking movie. And for some reason, when you first see Guy Pearce and this shitty ass makeup, that's one time they used Jerry Goldsmith's music from Alien. The piece of music that da 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 da. I'm like, why? Why is it used in that scene? Why is it used during that moment? I swear to God, it was like just randomly put in there. It's like, here's the reel. Boom. Okay, we'll put in that scene. Made no fucking sense. And the rest of the score is completely forgettable. Nothing to the music. This is the guy who loves the score to Alien, Aliens, and Alien 3 even. But the score to this film is completely fucking forgettable. Well, there you go. And so they had this fucking Rubik's Cube that they throw down and get some info. And you get some more exposition, like from AVP, about the stars and shit, and about what's going on. Which reminds you of the fucking briefing in AVP. Which, by the way, Guy Pearce is playing an older Wayland. I thought Lance Henriksen was Wayland. I guess it's supposed to be his ancestor or his relative, but whatever. They fucking go off and on with that. Because in Alien 3, you think it's a Bishop clone, but yet the guy bleeds, so isn't that really Wayland? But then he's in AVP, so whatever the fuck. Didn't really explain it, whatever. Just remind me of Mission to Mars. This whole bullshit of, we're aliens, we created you! I'm like, I saw this fucking movie before. It wasn't that great. It's better than this. And this is how dumb, like, for instance, a piece of dialogue to this stupid scientist bitch who's dragging, like, these, what, 17 people or so? Which there's no soldiers, no guards, nothing. So, 17 people, give or take. And she just comes out of her ass saying, which I don't really understand how they came to this conclusion that, well, they created us. I'm like, just from looking at fucking paintings and shit, you just assume, yeah, they created us. They're called the engineer. And even they ask, well, how do you come up with that? Do you believe? And you know what they want proof. Reasonable question, right? Where's your proof that they created us? You know what her proof is? I choose to believe it. I choose to believe it. That's the scientist. Which, you go on this mission that could be filled with danger. If I'm meeting an alien, I'm going to be on guard somehow, some way. I don't want some motherfucking bitch to tell me, because I choose to believe it. Might as well be a fucking Jehovah's Witness knocking on my door. You must come with us to the Grand Canyon. Why? I choose to believe there is our Lord and Savior there. I'm like, okay. And then they throw my ass and throw me down the fucking Grand Canyon. Flying down 5 fucking minutes down the canyon. Smack my head into a fucking spike. Just stupid. And then they bring up this thing, which I think that Spoonie one, I'm like, this, I think he mentioned this. Charlize Theron is his bitch, and they're on the ship called Prometheus, and they're getting to where they need to go. And Charlize Theron takes this thing where she talks about her room, her spiffy room, that she has this very set up for this and that, and she even has this little surgical thing station for her. I should jump to it. The reason that's funny is that later on when the lead bitch is impregnated, she wants to use it. You know what the machine says? This is only for men. We only do men surgeries. And I'm like, Charlize Theron, from what I know, is a female. with tits and a cooch. But she has a surgical station that's only for men. You would think A, it's the future, it could perform men and women, and B, since she's a woman, she would have, you know, a station for women. But lo and behold, it's not the case, but I get to that scene. So they go off to this place, and just like AVP once again, remember the bitch in AVP saying, no, you cannot bring weapons, because I say so. This fucking bitch in this movie, Numi rape ass, says the same thing. No, you can't bring weapons. The little weapons that you have. This is a scientific expedition. I'm like, not even to defend yourself, just in case? Lo and behold? For fuck's sake? But no! So they go off, and this dumbass, like, you don't care about the characters. Name one thing about these characters you give a shit about. You have Numi Rapeass, who is such a I'm surprised, this is going to sound mean. I'm not even going to say it. She should never act, fuck it. She should never act again. She should never act again. She deserves to retire from acting. I don't give a fuck if I haven't seen the Girl from Dragon Tattoo trilogy. She fucking should never work again. She is so fucking horrible. Bubble-headed, dumb as a box of rocks. Piece of shit character. Is mind-boggling. And this is our lead. Of a series originated with Alien and Ripley. You go from Ripley to Numi Rapeass, and how useless, dumb, fucking single-minded in the worst way piece of shit character. And here's a thought. The one guy who's actually somewhat decent is an actor named Idris Elba. Yeah, he's the black guy of the group, but he actually had some moments that actually common sense entered into the equation. Like, he's the one saying, I don't care what's out there, I just want to go home. Here's an idea. How about, you know how in the first Alien, you think it's Tom Skerritt, but then it's the woman that comes in? Well, now, with these films, usually you think it's the woman. Do the flip. You think it's the woman, this bitch. She dies. You go, holy shit. And it's Idris Elba, who comes in and has to do stuff. More interesting. Infinitely so. Infinitely so. More interesting movie. Different. Rarely see that, if ever. Great flip. Good nod to the first film with the flip. But it's the opposite. But no, just typical. She's pretty much the last survivor by the end of the movie. That and the android asshole. So, same as usual as every other fucking Alien. Of course, Alien. I mean, yeah, it's not always just the girl, but the woman. She's the lead and she's the hero and da da da. Not trying to be sexist. I'm saying your return to sci-fi. You could do a little bit different, but no, not at all. And what is so thought-provoking on this film? Well, it's about how we were created by this group. And I'm like, so what? I've seen this before. A team missing Mission Mars that comes right off the bat. Event Horizon, for fuck's sake, had an interesting element of where did it go? Did it go to hell? Is there a certain religious aspect to it? That has more balls. Derivative, yes. But so is this film. You've seen dozens of Roger Corman films that's derivative of this. Even Galaxy of Terror, in a way, for fuck's sake, which I know is ironic, because, it's compared to First Alien. But come on. Yeah, derivative, yes. But so is this film. But Event Horizon has better characters, has a better. Lawrence Fishburne, yeah, give me this. Lawrence Fishburne is fuckload better than Numi Rape Ass or anybody in this movie. Event Horizon was a balls to the wall film, and it's not just gore, but creepy moments. This film is nothing. Nothing. Except stupidity. Like, okay, well, first off, they map the area. They throw these two balls up. And they map the area, which I know my friend, I was talking about it, and he said, you know, it kind of reminds me of AVPR. I'm like, yeah, it does. Remember that Predator Wolf? He's in the series. He set up this sentry for the aliens to come. And it was red light, and he like threw some shit up. It was almost like that. So I'm like, wow. Nah. But it maps up the fucking area to see back on the ship, the Prometheus ship. And the dumbass, one of the dumbasses, they're like, hey, we can breathe. But the others are like, well, wait a minute, don't take it off yet because, you know, maybe there's certain toxins or that there's certain contaminants in the air. Oh, don't be a skeptic. Takes his fucking helmet off. I'm like, you know what should have happened? He take it off. I would have loved that, but no. He's fine. See? Oh, you're an idiot. I'm like, yes, he's a fucking moron. Just takes the fucking helmet off. And then the David android, he just starts touching shit. He touches his alien snot. They tell him, don't touch shit. He still touches shit. Because he's in this area with all these fucking canisters. I swear, the area, I mean, it pretty much is just like the first film with the, instead of eggs, it's canisters. Wow. Wow. Whoa. Holy shit. And he starts touching shit. So now there's like this black tar shit coming out of it. And you have these two assholes who are like, oh man, I'm freaked out because they find a space jockey or engineer with his head cut off. And the two guys are like, oh my god, I want to get out of here. I want to go back to the ship. Who's with me? And this other guy comes, so they both leave. And then a few minutes go by where, you know, they take the fucking thing, the head, and, you know, fucking the android dumbass is touching shit they shouldn't be touching because these people are stupid. Even the android's fucking stupid. Just, if you tell me, well, he was told to do this and do that, all he was told, because you find out that Guy Pearce, the old ass fuck, is still there, is that the old ass guy wants to live. Look around. It doesn't mean you just touch shit and go, oh, because if you touch shit and shit happens and gets back on the ship, your boss, your daddy, your father is dead. As an android, you're really a dumb fuck. Seriously. Did you do that without just... Small things. Big things have small beginnings. Really? Might as well have an action of taking a shit. Big beginning. Plop. You have an hour long, and that comes out. So, and oh, there's a storm coming, so they get the fuck out of there, and you have some CGI storm. It's just like fucking Mission to Mars. And it's not exciting, because, you know, they're going back, and Numi Rape Bass loses the fucking head, risks her life because she's an idiot, and she's a fucking moron. I don't care about her plight. I don't care about her reasons. I don't buy in her reasons. Compared to the first Alien, oh, you can't. Yes, I can if it's directed by Ridley Scott and it's a fucking prequel. Yes, I can. Ripley, all the people there, they're regular folks. You buy into that they were tricked on here and they're doing this and doing that. Yes, John Hurt does a dumb thing where he sees the egg and he's touching it. But you forgive it because later on, before that scene, he was not annoying. after that, you feel sorry for them, and the other people are trying to react as sensible as possible. And the fact that it's such a more likable cast and likable people, likable dialogue, realistic dialogue. Not, I choose to believe it, and all this bullshit. So, fucking, where was I going? So they had the storm. Oh, then you find out that the two assholes who left earlier are lost. And I'm like, you guys put the fucking balls up and map the area. And you obviously can contact Idris Elba. So how about like, hey, by the way, buddy, we're getting out here. Can you tell me which way to go? Oh yeah, I'll go left, go right. Because they have the map. The captain, Idris Elba, and all this have the map right there, and they have all the people pinpointed. So how the fuck do they get lost? How the fuck does that work? And how the fuck did they get lost when the other people, they're rushing and they, boom, get out right quick? Never explained. And these are like some of the people who put the fucking things up. Map the fucking thing. So they're freaked out. And I had to write some of this shit down. Oh yeah, before this was really funny. It's a little thing. When they're getting ready to, like, the Numi Rape Ass and Michael Fassbender and stuff, they're getting ready to leave to get away from the storm. You hear one guy go, "We are leaving!" Anyone who's a fan of Aliens, you'll remember that line. We are leaving! I don't even have to say it more. If you're a fan of Aliens, you'll remember that. But so the two fuckers are still there. Well, I don't know why Idris Elba, because he didn't even realize it until Numi Rape Ass and them come in, and he's like, "Where are they?" And she's like, "Oh, they're not back." I'm like, "Why the fuck aren't you watching them? Like, how the fuck do you not know that they're not back? Don't you have a fucking map right there that mapped the whole fucking thing that shows where they're at?" Yes, you do. You have three people there. You and the Asian guy and this other guy. That you never know about the Asian and the other guy. You never know anything about them. They're just there to be there. And basically, like, what they are. Actually, before that, they're stuck there, but I'll get to that in a minute. So you have Numi Rape Ass and other fucking shit. They get the head of the James Arness meets I Am Legend motherfucker. Oh yeah, you find out that the fucking, the space jockey that you thought had this elephant type nose. It's just a fucking helmet. That's all it is. It's a fucking helmet they take off, and it's just looks like a human but mixed with I Am Legend James Arness. Wow. Really? Hmm. Wow. So they start fucking with it. And these scientists, they don't know what the fuck they're doing. First off, it's weird. They have this surgical shit on, but the mask, they have it right here the whole time. They never decide to put it over their mouth, or they just have it here just for shits and giggles or appearance. They're not one thing like, not for you. You would think, here's my point. You would think from the start, when you're messing around with it and touching it, just in case something spits out and hits you, from the start. Even in the first Alien, when they're looking at, John Hurt with the face, they had the things right there, right from the beginning. Tom Skerritt and Ian Holm. But no, buddy, no. They decided to test it, by injecting something and electrocuting it. You're electrocuting a fucking head. Why? Why don't you take a piece of the skin and study it? And you just put it inside the head, clear, get some ants, zzz, zzz. It's fucking melting. Oh shit, they put it in something and it fucking blows up. They blew up the fucking head. If these were, I mean, if they were college students or if they were fucking just regular people, you'd understand. But they're fucking supposed to be scientists, the best of the best, to go on this once-in-a-lifetime mission on this $1 trillion, yes, they actually say it's cost $1 trillion, $1 trillion ship. And they blow it up. And the android's fucking around and opens the fucking canister. I swear, sometimes you see green rots. It's like it's fucking kryptonite shit. And he talks to the Numi rape ass's boyfriend who's glum. Because he really wanted to know the secrets, where we come from. You know, why were we abandoned? I mean, fuck that. Who gives a shit? Just the whole concept. I don't give a fuck. And the android's like, what would it take? What would you do to find out the answer? Anything. Anything possible. So the android grabs something, and I don't know what it is. It could be coffee, but I would love to think it's vodka. I really do. They put it in the vodka to trick him into drinking it. Most people won't get that, but this, I'll wait on that. So he puts his finger in the drink before giving it to the guy, and the guy drinks it. Then it cuts to the two assholes back in who got fucking stuck there because they can't go back to the storm. And Idris Elba, for some reason, these two fuckers have wandered back to the fucking place that they were scared shitless from before. It's like, if you're scared shitless in this room, why did you go all the way back? But anyway, Idris Elba, maybe it's before this, Idris Elba mentions to those two guys, there's something on this map. This seems to be a life form about 20 or so clicks away from you. And like, oh, which direction? It's from the west. Oh shit, you know. And then Idris Elba looks at you and goes, wait a minute. It's not there anymore. Must have been a glitch. Have a good night. Sleep tight. I went, what the fuck? You just assume? Like, this is a guy I like as an actor from The Losers and Ghost Rider 2. Who's the only good thing in that fucking movie. And you give him such a dumb line. I'm like, are you trying to be funny? Because it did not work. And they even like, wait a minute, what are you talking about? What do you mean you're glitch? And okay, we're gonna go east, and then they're in the same fucking room. I'm like, don't go in the room that you were afraid to be in. And so, and one of them is getting fucking stoned. Now maybe it was tobacco. I think the guy says he has tobacco. But it might as well be wacky tobacco because this guy acts like he's fucking stoned. I'm like, really? This guy is getting stoned? I mean, or tobacco, whatever the fuck it is. It's tobacco, fine, but he acts like it's on wacky tobacco. It really does. And they were so fucking scared of this room. But then, what happens? This fucking snake comes out of the fucking place they're at. Because now the floor is like getting of this tar shit. Looks at him. Oh, wow. Look at that. It looks so cool. Wow, it's so cute. So what does the thing do? Oh, like, it's like, how do I, oh, fuck, I don't know how to put it. It opens up, like it opens up, it goes, Whoa. Wow. That's so cute, man. Wow, you look so beautiful. You look so beautiful. Why you don't fuck it or stick it up your ass or what? Like, what the fuck are you doing? There are people make fun of these movies for doing stuff like that, but yet these movies are shit on, even though they got better characters, they have more stuff going on, music, effects, more stuff. Derivative, yes, but this is, what's not derivative about this? Either from the previous films, or Mission to Mars, or fucking Event Horizon, or a number of other B movies from Roger Corman. Like Inseminoid. Roger Corman didn't do that, but even Inseminoid, when the bitch gets fucking pregnant. It must have been Inseminoid, aka Horror Planet. Or fucking Creature with William Malone. They didn't have pregnant women, but I'm just saying. But this gets the pass. Just because it's Ridley Scott. I don't fall for that bullshit. And the thing is, like, these actually have something. Gone, bitch, we're still here. And this fucking movie, though. You call me Becky one more time, sis, but I'm gonna pop your tops, all 6 of them. But this movie, like, the guy's a dumbass, and grand scale. So the fuck is he? Grabs him, wraps around him, breaks his arm. The other guy's like, tries to cut it, gets acid on him. That guy falls in the black tar. It sinks in. He dies, and the worm goes into his mouth, which I thought was going to lead into something. When they find the guy later, all it is, they find his body. The snake-like creature just wiggles away, and you never see it again. I never saw it again. I'm like, so it went. Wow. Fucking wow. All the other times that something went into someone's mouth, didn't burst out, nothing came out, nothing. Seriously, I thought that was what was going to bring out the. But no. Sorry. Even though it makes no fucking sense. Fucking eel sex in this guy's mouth. And then you have the guy who the android gave him, why did he give the guy this fucking alien shit so that the guy's infected? Why did he do that? You can't tell me, oh, Waylon wanted to see that. Why would Waylon, who snuck on, you don't know this yet, why would he give a fuck about that? How about you save that shit, you go home, and you get your own fucking guinea pig in your own fucking Fortress of Solitude and do the shit. Where you're far away from anybody else, you're not risking anybody's life. Well, you are risking. I didn't mean it that way. You're not risking your own life because these people have to get your ass home, like fly the ship and everything. I hate to break it to you. I mean, you're better in numbers, dumbass. And really, all you wanted to do was have the android look and find a fucking engineer in a fucking tomb. Which that reminded me a little bit of Creature. Remember the beginning of Creature with William Malone? Those 2 dumbasses they sit on. And it's like, I swear to God, that fucking thing with a creature inside just reminded me of Creature with William Malone. Directed. With Klaus Kinski in it. Fuck's sake. That's all they had to do. Because John wants answers, but no, you infect this guy for no fucking reason. So he has sex with his Numi rape ass. He wakes up, he looks in, he's bloodshot, shit's going down. And just like, this is what I hate in zombie movies. When someone gets bitten and they decide not to say shit to anybody. Remember Resident Evil 3 with fucking. I always forget his fucking name. The black dude. Oh, fuck. I always forget his fucking name. Shit. Why do I always forget his name? All the time. I know someone's already saying it, but... Mike Epps. That's what it's, Mike Epps. But he doesn't say anything. Decides to go on this mission. They don't roll back to find those 2 assholes. They find them dead. And as they're looking for those two guys, David is going on. He finds something which looks very fucking familiar. If you've seen Alien and that fucking where that fucking space jockey sat and that fucking thing, I know that's where that thing's going to pop out of. Lo and behold, later on it does. So the android looks at something and looks at Earth, and then the ship pops out. I swear to God, it's like the ending of Mission to Mars when shit started popping out and there's Earth. And I just saw this fucking movie. It's not that fucking thought provoking. They don't do anything with it. Religion, they just briefly mention it with Numi Rapace with her fucking cross, like 3 times total. Like very briefly, going nowhere, and at the end, that make any fucking sense. Like goes nowhere. And then we come out, and the guy who's infected, of course, he's going ape shit. He's changing. And Charlize Theron, the company bitch, does the smart thing. She comes out with a fucking flamethrower. And it's the same shit from the first movie. I'm like, really? You gotta fucking replicate the fucking first movie in this. Where people carrying one person, let us in. Something's wrong with them. Charlize Theron is like, no, he's not coming on here. And honestly, Charlize Theron has the right idea. She does. But the movie plays off like she's the ultimate bad guy in this scene. We gotta hate her for doing this, and we feel sympathy. I'm like, the dude is gone. You can tell. So Charlize Theron does the smart thing. Burns him. It's like, if you do a smart thing, you're the bad guy. I mean, Charlize Theron's character is a bitch throughout most of the other movie. But this fucking thing, man. And so you have the whole thing where she gets fucking, the lead girl is fucking pregnant, is fucking inseminoid, or Horror Planet, all over again. And the android, like, does some shit, like, knocks her out, she wakes up. I think they're ready to freeze her, and she doesn't want that, I think. Otherwise, why the fuck wouldn't she let these other people, work on her? She runs. Of course, why didn't she just ask them, please, take this out. It's hurting me. I don't want to be frozen. Just cut this fucking thing off of me. But she doesn't, yeah, the android, fuck them. But, other people you could try to ask, but whatever. Beats the shit out of them. Goes to Charlize Theron's place. Go back to, again, that surgical device, machine. That it's only for men. Why did Charlize Theron get a machine that's only for men? I have no fucking idea. And this is literally the scene that I went, you gotta be fucking kidding me. This surgery scene is one of the dumbest. She stabs herself with a syringe. She gets down. Cut me. Hit. This fucking thing pops up. Just here's a mechanical thing. And it's a fucking squid. Here's staples. And like, so, fuck, you could have done this yourself then, man. Fucking, because obviously she didn't even, yeah, she took her syringe or two, but she didn't even fucking like, wobbly, pass out, fucking whatever, and just gets fucking stapled, and she gets up and she's pretty much fine. Like, once in a while she does a, oh, oh, oh. And then after that, she's okay. Like, she finds Waylon, the guy piercing the old ass, shitty ass makeup, and the fucking android. She's like, what were you doing here? And we've been wrong. And he's like, but don't you want to know the answer? And she's like, okay. Bitch. You fucking bitch. I mean, I know people don't say, well, what about Ripley with her cat? But this is even beyond, far beyond. She took a fucking zoom, boom, here's a squid, zoom, 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 stapled, and it's like, okay, I'm gonna go back to that fucking ship. Not to save someone's life, or she needs a cure. No, just, I want the answer. Read a fucking book. Come up with a fucking theory. Use your imagination. Lie, cheat, steal. Fucking shit. So she does. Fucking shit. Of course, you have that whole scene where some random dumbass, I don't even know which fucking character this is. A lot of these characters, you don't fucking know anything about them. Sees that corpse, that guy they burn, the corpse. What does the guy do? He kicks it. He's like if this is his legs, here's the corpse. So what does he do? Ah! Toom, toom, toom. Crushed head. Which is one of the few only things why this film's rated R. I mean, this film is not that gory, okay? When the thing goes in the guy's mouth, it's not that gory. When the guy's face gets, the tar shit, whatever, you can barely, whatever. It's not much. Mainly that one scene, really. It basically just throws people around, and they hit a vehicle, they hit this. So they burn it. I don't know why. And like for almost a split second, I'm like, man, is this fucking John Carver's the thing with all this fucking? But someone getting infected and burning them with a fucking flamethrower. Are you sure it's not John Carver's the thing? They burn it. It's not dead yet, so they run it over once. Like the guy runs over once and then keeps on driving. Like, where the fuck are you going? How about you stop and go, boom, 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 like back and forth. Like fucking. No, just once. That's it. It's fucking it. So Wayland and Numi Ratebass and some other folks and the android, they wake up the engineer dude. James Arness meets I Am Legend fuck up. He wakes up. I just hate the look of this guy. I hate the look of it. I really do. But see, he's human. They find he's 100% human. I'm like, human my ass. I mean, whatever, fucking whatever. I don't care. I really don't. Whatever, 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 whatever. I don't want to hear it. And fucking, he asked the android to speak in its language because he wants, to live. So the engineer fucks shit up, rips the android's head off, and basically hits Guy Pearce in the head, just kind of shoves the girl, hits the guy flies back. I mean, it's really like nothing much. Just shoves the girl, ugh. Hits the fucking, guy, the guy flies back. Numi Rapace runs, and she's running, she's getting in contact with Idris Elba, which, the only reason I like, the only thing I liked about this film was Idris Elba. I liked him as an actor. I guess he's on this BBC show called Luther. I haven't seen that one, but I liked him as an actor. Yeah, he's the only black guy in the group, but he's not a complete dumbass. He's really one of the, even though they give him some dumb stuff because of the shitty script, which I guess is from some of the writers of Lost. Great. Fucking, like, there's a scene where, he's kind of, in a way, gets to have sex with Charlize Theron. Like, she doesn't want to have sex, and he's like, oh, what, are you a robot? Okay, fine, 10 minutes. And he's, like, kind of singing to himself and, like, playing with his little accordion, like, like, we're gonna get some action tonight. And, like, when fucking Numi Rapace goes out, he's like, I just want to get out of here, okay? Don't you want to know what's out there? No. I don't care. Like, I'm like, yes, finally some guy can actually understand. So she like comes, I was like, you gotta stop. Just the fucking engineer. He gets in that thing. Just remember an Alien where you saw the space jockey gets in there, which is the has the fucking ship rise up and fly, and it's gonna I guess go to Earth and can kill the Earth basically. Like you kind of saw in the trailer what the fucking Numi rape ass says. Yeah, stop it, or there'll be no home to go to left when we go back. So Charlize Theron ain't having it, so she gets out, and fucking Idris Elba, which I don't get. Why don't they set a course to collide with the fucker? You tell me there's no lifeboats in this fucking movie? You tell me that you can't like set a course and to collide to the fucker and get the fuck out of there? Like you really can't do that. I'm sure someone's gonna say, but they want to be sure. They don't want to miss and ruin the chances. But I'm like, they're big fucking ships. It's not like, they're this fucking small. I mean, they're big fucking ships. I think they're going to connect. You know, it's not like the thing is moving like a fucking, lightning bug. But no, so they crash and Idris Elba dies. Saving the Earth basically by fucking up the ship. And then Charlize Theron, like, she dies in such a fucking dumb way. Like, really? This is how you kill her? Just her and Numi Rapace running as the ship's falling down, and Charlize Theron trips, and and the ship crushes her. Like, and then cuts away, and the ship, and no blood or anything, just a wide shot of way far away as the ship, so you get the impression. And then Numi Rapace wakes up, goes back to the place where she had that squid, gets a fucking axe, looks at the door. It's bigger now, much bigger. Then the only other person surviving is the android, with his head, saying, "Watch out, it's coming for you." And there's the engineer coming at her, and she doesn't do shit. It grabs her. She's like, "No, no!" The door opens, and then the little squid turned to a giant fucking face hugger. When I mean giant, I mean a giant CGI face hugger. I mean like giant CGI face hugger that grabs the engineer and goes down on him. That sounded wrong, but fuck it. Goes down on him, and she fucks off, grabs the fucking android, and do this little bullshit like they fucking don't do anything with she giving my cross. She puts her cross back on, and like they had this fucking meaning to it, but they did not pull it off nowhere near as well as they could have or should have or whatever. And he's like, "You still believe in that?" And I'm like, "What the fuck you don't like?" Apparently, there's a novel called Rendezvous with Rama that does this a lot better, among other stuff. I haven't read it though, so 2001: A Space Odyssey did that better. It wasn't even trying, but it did it better. In 2010, that didn't get the fucking accolades this film's getting. So fucking, she asks, well, he says, well, I can find a way to get to Earth. And she's like, no, I don't want to go there. And he's like, why? Kind of like what I'm asking, why? And she's like, because I want you to put a course to where they come from. Because they created us, and now they want to destroy us. And I want to know why. I'm like, the way they put the beginning, it almost seemed like it was a mistake. Like, he's drinking, he spills shit, and the place looks like us, so it's like, because we're a mistake, obviously. I mean, that's the message they put clearly in the beginning of the movie. But fucking, I don't, who gives a shit? How about you go back to Earth and warn people? Tell them what happened. Say, hey, uh, here's an android. You don't tell you I'm not lying. This crazy shit happened. Um, Hell, if you're so fucking goddamn wondering, take a fucking alien head, ziplock its ass 3, 5, 7 times. Oh hell, don't even do that. That'd be even stupid. Just go back and tell them what happened. This is what happened. This is what happened. We need to be worried. I mean, it's 20 whatever. No one has a fucking camera. Okay, here's what happened. Here's what it looks like. Look at that body. Like, fucking get a fucking cell phone with a... You see this shit? Get a fucking video camera. There's no such thing as video. Like, that's what kills me in some of these movies. Like, you have holograms, all this shit, but no one has, like, a video camera or any way to record it. Hey, look at this shit. Look at that shit. Look at that giant fucking crab. You see that? Holy shit. You see all this fucking canisters? This is some ugly shit. See these dead bodies? Those are my friends. You know? You just fucking... Go through the wreck and you would find it, man. I mean, and she's like, no, I have to find where they are because I want to know why, they want to kill us. And he's like, I don't get it. And she's like, well, that's because you're a robot and I'm a human being. I'm like, fuck that, bitch. I'm a human being and I don't get it. The reason is they want us dead. Fuck off. Of course, the bottom line, again, of course, I didn't even mention this at the beginning. Why the fuck would someone put a star map so you can go there when they obviously don't want you there? We don't make a map, even though we don't want these fuckers to be here, to go there. What, is it this sole pretentious thing of, well, so they go there. But if they go there, then, oh shit, they've got too much technology. They can actually get here. So we must destroy them, because we must be number one. Which is fucking stupid bullshit. Here's an idea. Don't give a fucking map so they never have to bother your ass. Fucking mystery solved. Or if you decide, hey, I'm gonna take a ride over there and look over. Shit. You know what? It's time. Hey, buddy. Fellow space jockey. Are you underoos okay and tied up? Okay, get some of that weapon shit and dump it over here. Let's fuck this planet raw. I don't get it. And so it's like she gives this fucking final thing, which reminded me so much of the ending of Alien, when Ripley was like, last survivor of the Nostromo. Only here, last survivor of the Prometheus. I was ready for her to say, signing off. And then the last fucking thing is, you have the body of the space jockey, and it convulses, and something pops out, and it's a prototype xenomorph. And this looked so fucking horrible. A friend of mine said it looked like if you took a xenomorph, the newborn alien in Resurrection, and the alien from the Arrival, and they all fucked. The fuck? You had this shit. It looked blue. Was it me or did it look blue? Like, what is it, part of the fucking Blue Man Group? It just looked fucking horrible. It looked like, it sounds stupid, but like in the first Alien, there's some pictures where you have the actor. Yes, he happened to be black. He was tall. He was thin. He would just walk around with just the head on. That's what it looked like, only if the guy was blue. And then the way its mouth came out, it just looked. Oh my god, that looked so fucking horrible, man. I thought the newborn fucking chupacabra albino fuckface looked bad. This is just fucking pathetic and laughable. It really is. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. You've gotta be kidding me. It's fucking bullshit. Because the teacher was the whole, it's not a prequel, and then you ended on that, and like, fuck you, Ridley. You fucking dumbass. You know, I know I've gone on for an hour. I'm sure no one's going to listen to the whole thing and be like, well, fuck it. Why am I listening to an hour when I could just watch the movie? Then watch the fucking movie and come back and watch the shit. You don't? Then fuck off. This is pretentious bullshit. It's pretentious bullshit with fucking, it's thought-provoking. What is thought-provoking about this movie? The existence of God and aliens created us? I hate to break it to you, that's not new territory. It really isn't. It really isn't. I'm sorry. Brian De Palma beat you to it. Shallow others beat you to it before. Till the one Space Size, he beat you to it, pal. The Monolith kind of helped out, you know? Sorry. I don't know what else is thought-provoking other than a shitty, dumb creature feature with some of the most stupid characters I've seen in a long time. Just because it looks pretty don't mean shit. The musical score is forgettable. It's boring. It is fucking boring. And like they throw in this little teeny religious shit about Jesus, not Jesus, but like the drugs, but they don't go anywhere with it. You want to see? Again, this movie's thought provoking tenfold. The source code is more thought provoking than this movie. It didn't need a $120 million budget. Fucking shit, man. Just the stupidity and the fact there's no mystery now. Now, whether you want to argue, is that the planet from the first film? A lot of people say no, it's not, because obviously, the space jockey didn't die in that place with the thing coming out of his chest. And that, there's another ship, and maybe they found that, and they went over here, and whatever. They set up for a sequel, Prometheus 2, Electric Boogaloo, which, fuck that, man. What is there to this movie other than it looks good? I really want to know from folks. I really want to know. I really want to know. What is there? What is thought-provoking? The fact that we come from aliens? I've seen that shit in dozens of movies. You can't think of them. No, because this fucking movies frighten my brain. I've seen shit where people, the DNA of humans and aliens and fucking. And now, like, okay, here's the space jockeys. This is what they are. This is what they looked like. They look like fucking dog shit. And the aliens really came from these black fucking canisters. They were just black tar ooze. And it went from A to B to C. And here's the. I'm like, okay, what did that solve? Ooh, big whoop. Wow. Now there's no mystery. When you see the first film, when I saw the alien, the derelict ship, and I saw that thing on that fucking device, I'm like, wow, what the hell's that story? And that's all you need to know. It's like the Thing prequel. Pre-make, pre-come. I don't need to know what the fuck's at the Norwegians. I don't. There's no mystery anymore. It's like the Star Wars prequels. Here's the thing. A little tangent on Star Wars prequels. Kids today, now, when they see Star Wars, they see 1, 2, and 3 first. Just why not? 1, 2, and 3. So when they get to 4, and 5, and 6, they get to part 5. And like, and the Empire Strikes Back. I am your father. When people first saw that Empire Strikes Back, they go, holy shit. Now when you see this, it's go, okay, so what? That's what little kid's gonna say. Because he saw 1 and 2 and 3. I mean, right, maybe you can choose, fuck the prequels. I'm just gonna show you this kid, but, still, yeah, we know it. But when people get introduced to these films nowadays, same with this film. They don't get introduced to Alien. It's not like, that theme with the ship and the skeleton. No, it's like, hey, watch Prometheus. Watch that first before Alien. Some people don't do that. Fuck. There's no mystery. I know there's certain times where mystery is bullshit, but here it's not really the case. What did we find out ultimately? The engineers are assholes. The space jockeys are assholes. They created us, and we went there. One guy got infected. One guy got fucking eel raped in his mouth. But nothing came of it. They woke up the engineer, pissed him off. He's gonna fly. Ship gets crashed. A giant fucking gigantic CGI face hugger climbs on him, rides his mouth a few minutes, humping him, and then a fucking alien, the fucking Blue Man Group version of Aliens comes out. It looked blue to me. Maybe I'm just colorblind. Fuck it, I don't care. I don't care. It looked like shit. And just the praise it gets. The reason I keep saying this, not because I get mad at people for liking it, it's just I get mad at the point that there are so many films I think are miles better or miles entertaining or less stupid that people just throw off. Oh, it's a ripoff. It's a ripoff. It's a cop out. William Malloy's Creature. Fucking. I want to think of like other lesser known films because you guys probably already know the regular Alien knockoffs, but they're just more entertaining. They're faster paced. The characters aren't as stupid. I mean, people do stupid stuff, but this was just insane for such a highly praised Ridley Scott movie. Oh, well, you put it on that? Yeah, it's when the fucker created started with Alien. If fucking okay, let's put it this way: if Uwe Boll directed a slasher film, and then John Carpenter came back and directed a slasher film. They're two slasher films, and if Uwe Boll did the slasher film and it sucked, you go, well, okay. But John Carpenter does a slasher film and it sucked, you go, man, you made Halloween. What the fuck happened? I mentioned this film a lot. This film got shit on. It's an Alien, the Thing knockoff. It's derivative. It's this and that. It doesn't do anything different. Neither does this movie. But this movie, you have more likable cast. This is such an extremely better cast. I'm sorry, no one will tell me with a straight face that Peter Weller, Richard Crenna, Daniel Stern, Ernie Hudson, Michael Carmine, Lisa Eilbacher, Hector Elizondo, Amanda Pays, that those people they are a million times better than this. Someone tell me otherwise, I'm sorry, I will not look at you with a straight face. You have your opinion, but no, not with a straight face. I'm sorry. Music by Jared Goldsmith. Effects by fucking... Effects by Stan Winston. No CGI. Ron Cobb doing the set design and this as well. Just... They didn't have a $120 million budget. And it's likable people. And memorable lines. And fun. And not boring. And not pretentious. And not that Stupid! Yes, there's some things that you question. Yes, of course. But this is miles more. Miles more. Miles more. I'm such a huge fan of Alien and Aliens. Yeah, I went in hating this movie, but I would love to sit here and be like, I was surprised, man. I was fucking there. But no, this movie blew my ass and my wad all over my face, and I don't like it. You want to know, if you don't come with a comment saying, Matt, I don't understand what you're saying, I don't understand why you don't like this movie, then you know what? You go back to 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, and you play the video again, and I say specifically why. I say specifically the dumb moments, how derivative it is, and Seminoid, and fucking Roger Corman shit, and fucking Mission to Mars in 2001, fucking even Alien. Even Aliens, we are leaving when fucking Hicks trying to get his platoon now and says, Drake, we are leaving, you know. Fucking AVP doing the briefing with the stars and shit. Fucking AVP, really. Just reminds you of it. Stupid decisions and no unlikable cast and fucking horrible looking creatures. The CGI big ass facehugger, the fucking James Arness wannabe, they're not good looking, they're not inventive, they're nothing to run home about. I'm sorry. I've seen better creatures in fucking Galaxy of Terror. Seen better creatures in this movie that get shit on. They're bullshit. This movie can kick the ever-loving fuck out of Prometheus. I don't give a shit. So fuck this movie. I know this review's as long as the fucking movie. I don't give a fuck. I think this is more entertaining than the fucking movie. I'm sorry. Fuck Prometheus up its ass.